Hey, boys and girls, this is Pastor Jennifer. We are so excited to have the opportunity to share today with you. And today is a very exciting day because our church is going to begin a fast.
A fast? What's that? What is this you speak of?
It's a fast where we abstain from eating meat and sweets, and we don't drink sodas during this time.
No.
Actually, have you ever had a problem that you didn't know how to solve?
Yes.
Have you ever looked at situations in life and you really needed God to show up and change some things?
Oh, yes.
Well, a fast is where we receive an invitation from the Lord. He said in Psalm chapter 50, verse 15, he said, if you will call out to me in the day of trouble, that means pray. He says, I will respond and I will deliver. When God says he will deliver, that means he will fix those things that we don't know how to fix. He will help us change things about ourselves that we don't know how to change. You know, sometimes we're angry and we do things out of anger, and we know that if we don't get a hold of it, that anger is going to be a problem. Sometimes we need God to show up for our moms and dads. Sometimes we need God to show up and heal someone who is sick. And so he tells us to come to him and to pray when we have problems. And he promises that if we will come and we will pray, he will hear us and he'll fix what we don't know how to fix. And so when we abstain from things we like gum and cookies and cakes and pies,
Cake.
when we stay away from something we really don't want to stay away from, we do that. It's called a sacrifice.
Oh, Lord.
When we give up something that's very important or very valuable to us, it's called a sacrifice. And so when we sacrifice before the Lord, it simply shows him that this is very important to us. That more than having what we want him to have what he wants. And what he wants is our whole heart. What he wants is our worship. What he wants is for us to put our mind on him. And so I wanted to see if you guys might want to fast with me.
Yeah. That sounds like fun. I can do that.
Can I have one cake?
No, Bob.
Well, it's where you don't do it forever, but you just say, for the next 8 days, starting today, I'm going to be very conscious to give up something that I really would like to have. So that can be your sweets, that might be your Xbox, that might be your iPods, it might be a certain TV show, but for the next 8 days, you give up something that is very important to you. And during the time that you would normally be playing your game, or during that time that you would normally be eating sweets and cakes and pies and junk, you spend that time in prayer, asking God to help you fix what you don't know how to fix, asking God to change what you don't know how to change. You pray if you have friends who are not saved. You ask Jesus to save them. If you have friends who are not getting along, you ask God to reconcile their relationship or to bring them back together again. If you have things that keep you worried in your mind, you give those things to the Lord. You pray about them. You say, this bothers me and I don't know how to fix it. Would you fix it for me? This is how you develop prayer. Prayer is just talking to God, just like you talk to me. And as you pray, you're going to see God answer those prayers.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it, Pastor.
I'm ready
Okay.
to fast.
Okay. So here's what I want to challenge you to do. I want to challenge each of you to write down 3 things that you would like to see God do during our time of prayer and fasting. And each day, I want you to pray about those 3 things. Maybe you could get your mom to pray with you. Maybe you could get your dad to pray with you. Maybe you could get your brother or your sister or your grandmother or a friend to pray with you. And you know what else I want you guys to do?
Wow.
I want each of you to find one person you can tell about Jesus. Would you do that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to come back next time, and I want to hear you tell me what great things God has done during this time of prayer and fasting.
Yeah, I'm going on a fast.
All right, well, let's say our scripture for today. Say, call upon me
Call upon me
in the day of trouble,
in the day of trouble,
and I will
and I will
deliver you.
deliver you.
Psalm 50,
Psalm 50,
15.
15.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see what God is going to do during this time of prayer and fasting. Listen,
Yeah.
boys and girls, you can join us. It starts today. It's going to be for the next 8 days.
Yeah.
And we're going to believe God to do some powerful things. You can pray for your family. You can pray for your friends. You can pray for healing. Whatever you need God to do, you can pray about it, and God will hear you. All right? We're believing for some great testimonies,
Yeah.
and we're looking to see you next week at this same time on this same station. All right?
Woo-hoo. I'm going on a fast.
All right. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. I love